cause I can't justify the way everyone is looking at me.
Nothing to lose,
nothing to gain. Hollow and alone, and the fault is my own, and the fault is my own.
I wanna heal, I wanna feel what I thought was never real. I wanna let go of the pain I felt so long.
Erase all the pain till it's gone.
I wanna heal, I wanna feel like I'm close to something real. I wanna find something I wanted all along. Somewhere I belong. I will never know myself until I do this on my own. And I will never feel anything else until my wounds are healed. I will never be anything till I break away from me. I will break away, I'll find myself today.
I like dinosaurs in Star Wars. Welcome, gentlemen. Clone Trooper 69420 here on Geonosis. Oh, just kidding, guys. Shout out to Scout Trooper. He recently made a video on pretty much this exact same gun, and I told him I was going to make the same video, but at a much lower quality. So here it is. Okay, for real this time. Welcome, gentlemen. Today, I've got sort of an interesting piece of gun history in America. A Ban-era Bushmaster XM15 M16A2-ish clone. Let's get right into it. If you're a triple OG, you'll know I've made a video on this gun already. So, like literally the second video I made about guns on this channel. I'll link that as well. Check that out if you want to see how much or how little I've grown. This rifle is a product of the Clinton assault weapons ban in the 90s. At first glance, it appears to be a regular M16A2 clone, but upon further inspection, it's featureless. So the muzzle isn't threaded, there's no bayonet lug, it comes with a semi-auto only bolt. I'll get into that a little bit later. But besides that, for all intents and purposes, it is an M16A2 clone, 20-inch heavy barrel, fixed boat stock, fixed carry handle, A2 grip. There's not a whole lot to it, honestly. In Scout's video that I mentioned earlier, he has a Colt Ban-era. His is a little bit cooler than mine because it's a Colt and it actually has the third pin. This one does not. It's a standard civilian semi-auto lower. Dirty kid, send me full auto MP5 right now. Now, if you're paying attention in the intro, you might have seen a little bit of forced reset action. I did toss a forced reset trigger into this to get it to function. However, I did have to replace the bolt. As previously stated, it comes with a semi-auto only bolt carrier group. All right, we're at the tailgate to discuss the difference in the bolts. Pay no attention to what you see behind me. You'll see that in a future video for sure. This here is the bolt that comes in the Bushmaster. As you can see, it is milled out pretty far on the back bottom of the bolt. This is a standard Aero Precision FA bolt carrier. As you can see, this one is milled out quite a bit farther. For any forced reset system, it is this ledge that engages the lever that causes the forced reset to work. And this does not have that ledge, so it will not function with any forced reset system. So if you want to do that, you have to put a real bolt carrier group in there. Fellas, I recently hit 315 on flat bench, so I am officially a man. If you weigh under 200 pounds, you are victim weight, and I will take advantage of you. As far as this gun goes, it's not really anything special about it per se. I do think it's from an interesting period of firearms history in the United States. Obviously, we know that the US has a culture that has been strongly intertwined with firearms, the use of firearms, and the ability to own said firearms. And this kind of shows maybe to some an effort to change things for the better, and to some it shows a darker time when you weren't able to get something that is your right to have. Would I want to thread this barrel, put an A2 flash hider on it? Kind of. More and more I'm starting to feel like I don't want to change it, just because of what I previously said. It fits into that period, and I'll just get a different A2 clone that's got all the features. A little bit about this rifle specifically. I bought this rifle from my uncle in the height of COVID. He sold it to me for $150, which was his mistake, and honestly I took advantage of him, but he knows where I live and he can shoot at any time. So when I bought it from him, it did have the collapsible like M4 style stock on there. I had an A2 stock laying around, so I just put that on there because I think that fits this gun a lot more. This is an XM15 E2S is the model. I believe it's a Target model because those were the ones that were the 20-inch, and I think you could even get like a 24-inch and 28-inch barreled M16, which is kind of crazy. It does have a heavy barrel. This one, like I said, is 20 inches. The serial number places its manufacture date towards the middle of the ban, late 90s, early 2000s, I guess. Shout out to Sour Boys for partnering with me. Very excited to receive October's Halloween loot box. So if you're interested in some really good candy, check the link in the description below. This is a Bushmaster rifle. Now, Bushmaster in recent years maybe has sort of fallen from grace, but this is a Wyndham, Maine manufactured rifle when Bushmaster was good. And honestly, the only problems I've ever had with it was shooting shooting steel cased ammo. So granted, I'm not torture testing this gun. This gun does kind of feel like a gun you want to put through some shit, but it does have a little bit of sentimental value to me as well, so I'm not trying to destroy it by any means. In terms of fit and finish, it feels like an M16. There's a little wobble between the upper and lower receiver. I will say, anytime I've ever shot a rifle length, fixed stock AR, you can always hear that sproing every time in the stock. You know what I mean? It's like that little echoey sound. Boom, boom. This one, though, is a lot smoother, and you don't hear that spring nearly as much. Maybe that's because it's old, it's been shot quite a bit. Who knows? But I was actually surprised. I was like, it doesn't feel kind of like as cheap as M16s sort of do sometimes, or fixed stock style ARs sort of feel. All in all, I think it's an interesting sort of pseudo military collector, weird history of America type of thing, and I'm really happy to have it. I've always loved the sort of, Gulf War, early GWAT era stuff, and this fits nicely into there in a weird little niche. So rip that target. I got him. Once again, shout out to Scout Trooper. I told you I was gonna make the video, and I did poke a little fun at you, so sorry. I'll link Scout's video on his ban era Colt M16A2 in the description. Well, fellas, I hope you liked this video. Kind of different from what I usually do, not as structured. Just talking about a gun that I like. So stay tuned. I've got some big projects in the work, some more in-depth review type stuff, and some really cool intros planned. So keep watching. If you like the video, please like the video, comment, and subscribe. We are so close to 1,000 subs. let's get there before the next year. Also, a quick note, if you comment something stupid, I will reply to you and farm engagement off of you. I have nothing to lose. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. If anyone's wondering, I know they're not. I made this on my own. It is 3D printed and painted by yours truly. So